Apple quietly released a new 4K LG UltraFine monitor this week, this time in a new 23.7-inch display size. And so we picked up that monitor to test out in this video and see if it's worth the $699 price tag. So back in 2016, Apple started selling new 4K and 5K monitors in partnership with LG, as Apple kind of unfortunately decided to stop making external displays. But in recent months, Apple has sold out of both those original displays. The new 23.7-inch monitor looks pretty much exactly the same as the older monitors, with the all-black plastic design for the body itself, and a black square aluminum stand for the monitor to sit on. There are 5 USB-C ports on the back, with 2 of them being Thunderbolt 3 ports for daisy chaining 2 4K monitors or other accessories together. Ideally, this new setup would be great with 2 of the same 23.7-inch monitors, but we only have 1, and so I took another new 4K UltraFine monitor that was released this year by LG, which shares the same name but is a little different than the Apple version. And daisy chaining them together worked flawlessly, but it looks a little funky. Regardless, it's good to have this capability. If you also have another Thunderbolt 3 accessory that's not a monitor, you could also connect that to the second slot as well. There's a quick eject button on the back of the monitor so that you can quickly remove the monitor from the stand, and you can actually VESA mount this monitor if you wish. And inside the accessories box, alongside some paperwork, you do get a different backplate if you decide to go the VESA mount route, as well as your power cable and 2 USB-C cables. One is for Thunderbolt 3, so for your compatible Macs, and the other is a standard USB-C cable that will work for things like a 12-inch MacBook or the iPad Pro. Speaking of iPad Pro, this is actually one of the first times that I actually connected my iPad to an external monitor, and it looks great, but the experience is not quite there. Maybe in iOS 13 we'll actually get support for full screen on the external display, as well as the ability to use that display as a secondary monitor for your iPad and not just a mirrored view. Finally, there is no webcam at the top of the monitor, but underneath the LG branding on the front, there are some speakers that do sound relatively decent. They can get very loud, but I'd still recommend picking up a good pair of headphones or proper desktop speakers. As far as display quality goes, the monitor is branded and marketed as a 4K monitor, but unlike the 21.5-inch version from 2016, which came in at a resolution of 4096 by 2304, you're getting slightly less quality at 3840 by 2160. This wouldn't really be that big of a deal, except for the fact that this monitor is unusable at that full resolution. You'll definitely need to drop it down to something like 2560 by 1440 in order to get that text that's not super tiny and a normal look and feel. The best look comes in at a regular full HD or 1920 by 1080, which offers true Retina quality experience, but I have mine set at the scale 2560 by 1440 setting, and it looks pretty good. The monitor itself does display a great image, and it definitely rivals the Retina display found on iMacs and MacBooks. The high gloss finish is always a plus, even though it lends to a lot more glare, but it does give you that Retina display feel. The monitor can also get pretty bright, coming in at 500 nits, as well as some excellent color accuracy with the DCI P3 wide color gamut. I think this monitor looks super crisp and very sharp. Like I said, it does remind me a lot of the Retina displays, and it could be a good companion to your MacBook or iMac setup. I definitely recommend getting 2 of these monitors, however, as using this monitor as my only display kind of had some limitations that I was not used to. And for nearly the price of one original 27-inch 5K UltraFine monitor, you could get 2 of these new displays. So let me know what you think of the new 23.7-inch LG UltraFine monitor, as well as whether or not you're planning on picking up 1 or 2 to go with your MacBook or iMac setup in the comment section down below. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.